Hello everyone and welcome back to the rebirth of WCC. This is WCC Stop Motion Assault 2017. Hello everyone, I'm Greeny and joining us from our new commentary table at ringside is Reddy.
Thanks, Greeny. We're about to see an amazing show tonight.
We sure are ready, as we have a new title about to be contested here tonight, and it's called the Impact title. And here's how it works. Every title match will be contested in a gimmick match, like a ladder match, hardcore match, that kind of thing. The Impact Championship must be defended 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, similar to the Hardcore Championship. And finally, after a title change, the new champion has a 10-second head start to escape with his belt before the 24-hour clause comes into effect. And that, folks, is the Impact Championship. And the inaugural match for this new belt will happen right now on our opener as Ricky Steamboat, Rick Rude, and a debuting wrestler will do battle in a three-way Elevation X match. Elevation X is one of the most dangerous matches ever created. It is a scaffold match where the three wrestlers must climb the massive structure and battle it out on top. The last wrestler remaining on the structure will be the winner and will be crowned the first ever Impact Champion. So those are the rules, Reddy, and let me tell you, I'm very excited for this matchup.
As am I, and there's our first contender.
Absolutely, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He's won every single title there is to win in WCC. Maybe he can add the Impact title to that trophy case. Here's another man who's been here in WCC since the very beginning. Absolutely, Reddy. This is Ravishing Rick Rude, former Intercontinental Champion, former Internet Champion, former Television Champion. I wonder if he has that killer instinct to win the Impact Championship, though. He's never been in a match like this before. So, now it's time to see who our debuting wrestler is. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in WCC, it's Samoa Joe! Oh no, look at this! Both men attacking Samoa Joe! Rude with a few fists and a knee. And Rude now, both men, sending him over the top rope. And now Rude, with a knee lift. And now he's got the Dragon here. DDT there. And this Elevation X match is starting off very quickly here. Now, Rude back in a clothesline over the top. And now the Dragon. Look at the Dragon here. Her Karana misses. And now Joe with the power bomb. Oh my God. Fast-paced action to kick off this Elevation X match. And Joe now, oh God, slingshotting the Dragon into the structure. My God, I've never seen anything like that before.
And this was an incredible start to this match. Just everyone going all out, and Joe is the only man standing.
And it looks like he's going to be the first man to climb this structure. Remember, as soon as you get on that structure, the only way you can get off is to fall off, unless you win. I mean, you have to stay on that structure for the rest of the match. So Joe is now on top. Look at that. That's pretty high up right there. That is a wicked fall, especially if you fall on the ropes or to the outside. Look at Joe looking down at the Dragon. And Steamboat, he's looking up to him as well. And now, Joe wants the Dragon. He wants him on Elevation X. And I think Steamboat's going to give it to him. Yes, he is. He's going to climb up there now. And now it looks like the Dragon's going to make the climb. Here we go. And it's going to be Samoa Joe versus Ricky Steamboat for the first time in WCC history.
This is going to be amazing, Greeny.
And now, both men charging in. Steamboat with a drop toe hold. Nicely done. Reversing it into a half crab there. And that might be a good start for this match, because if your legs are cut out from under you, you're precariously on top of this structure, may impede his balance. And now Rude finally on top of the structure. And the Dragon holding on to that half crab. And Joe's got to find a way out here. Now, Joe kicks away. And now Samoa Joe back up, as is the Dragon. Joe, like I said, his balance might be impaired here. Now Joe, reverses it in there into a power bomb. Oh my goodness, right onto Elevation X. Now remember, fans, the Elevation X structure is not padded like the ring. It's going to hurt about 10 times as much on that structure. And now Rude and Samoa Joe going face to face here. And Rude blocking a punch with left hand of his own. And now, going to the eyes of Samoa Joe now. And now it just raked him in the eyes here. And now Rude, front face lock here. And Rude reversing it into the Rude Awakening. He's trying to end it early here. Joe pushes away though. And now Samoa Joe with a spear. Spear by Samoa Joe. And oh my goodness, he could have gone over the top quite easily with that, but managing to hold on. And Samoa Joe standing tall, showing his power here.
Absolutely. We've never seen anyone so agile and so strong like Samoa Joe in WCC.
And Joe now. Joe with just a headbutt to Steamboat. Now he's going to set him up for another powerbomb here. He's got him up. And Joe looks like he's going to try and finish off the Dragon here. And now he's getting ready for the powerbomb. And Steamboat, oh, with a reversal! Steamboat with a Hurricane Rana reversal. And Joe almost over. Joe almost over. Half his body hanging off Elevation X. And Steamboat trying to push him off here. But wait a minute. Look at Rick Rude. And Rude now, oh, with the Rude Awakening. With the Rude Awakening on the Dragon. And that might be it for Ricky Steamboat. He left his back turned to Rick Rude, and Rick Rude took advantage. Nailed him with the Rude Awakening. And I think that may be it for Steamboat now. Oh, just Rude pushes him off. And there goes the Dragon. And now it's down to Samoa Joe and Rick Rude. One of these two men is going to be the very first Impact Champion. And now Rude picks up Samoa Joe. And now Rude's in control here. Samoa Joe's got to be winded after almost falling off Elevation X here. Now Rude, oh, it's another left hand. Huge left hand. And now Rude got him up. Belly to back suplex there by Rick Rude. And a beauty there. And again, landing on the back of your head on that structure. I mean, that's metal right there. There's a thin black pad. Nothing compared to the ring, though, so that's gotta hurt. So Rude now picking him up again. And Rude now looks like he's going to try and finish him off here. A whip to the far side. Oh, reversal though by Joe. And now Joe. Oh, he picked him up. He's got him up here. Rude made the mistake of charging Samoa Joe. And now Samoa Joe reversing it into a suplex. Now it's into the Muscle Buster, Greeny. Muscle Buster, you're absolutely right. Muscle Buster by Samoa Joe. Oh, and he nailed him. He nailed him with the Muscle Buster. And now Rick Rude falls off the structure himself. And there it is. We have our first Impact Champion. And his name is Samoa Joe. I gotta tell you, Samoa Joe looked unbelievably strong in this matchup. I mean, these guys didn't even stand a chance. Samoa Joe doing all kinds of damage to these guys. And I think this was a well-earned victory here for Samoa Joe. Now remember, fans, 24-hour clause comes into effect. Who knows what's going to happen in this show? And there we have it, folks. We have our first Impact Champion, and his name is Samoa Joe. I can only see great things coming out of this new title belt. Absolutely. Now remember, fans, Samoa Joe has to defend that title now as the 10-second wait limit is up. We may see someone try to take the title from him later on in the show. That very well could happen, but right now we have another match on the card, don't we? We absolutely do, as Intercontinental Champion Mr. Perfect is going to defend his belt against another debuting superstar. So, let's look to the Titantron and see who that man's going to be. Oh my God, look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most physical, one of the most athletic wrestlers in all of professional wrestling. It's AJ Styles. The phenomenal AJ Styles makes his debut in World Championship Claymations. Following his former peer Samoa Joe, AJ Styles is going to challenge Mr. Perfect for the Intercontinental Championship. This is truly a surprise. I can't wait to see what this man can do. But let's not forget Mr. Perfect, the Intercontinental Champion. He is one of the best, most decorated wrestlers in WCC. This is his second time holding the Intercontinental Championship. He's been a two-time Royal Rumble runner-up, and he's a former world champion. So he's got quite a pedigree in WCC. If AJ Styles really wants to show that he's arrived, he's going to defeat Mr. Perfect. So here we go, everyone. The Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship is up for grabs here tonight. So here we go. It's AJ Styles and Mr. Perfect here. This is going to be a wrestling clinic, and now both men tying up here. And now Perfect gets AJ into the corner. And we get a clean break out of both men. How about that? Well, Mr. Perfect knows AJ's a great wrestler. He doesn't want to do anything underhanded to beat him. And now AJ to the far side he goes down though. And now AJ, leapfrog over the top he goes, and now a drop kick by AJ Styles. Oh my goodness. And usually Mr. Perfect has the best drop kick in WCC, but that might not be the case anymore. And now Perfect to the far side. AJ reverses. Shoulder tackle by Perfect. AJ down. Perfect over the top he goes. And now Perfect leapfrog over himself. And now a drop kick by Mr. Perfect as well. And there's Mr. Perfect showing that he's not going to be outmatched by AJ Styles. And now both men evenly matched with another time. AJ with a knee. And now a headlock here by AJ Styles and Perfect. In trouble. Perfect, though, immediately taking him to the ropes. And now he gets out to the far side. And now and Mr. Perfect catches the drop kick by AJ Styles. AJ went to the well one too many times. And now a slingshot into the turnbuckle should be coming up. And now Mr. Perfect, no, AJ lands on the middle rope. And now AJ, what a move with the crossbody. 1, we get 2. And no, Perfect kicks out. That was a great move by AJ Styles. And now AJ just pounding away Mr. Perfect with a bunch of right hands. And with a barrage of moves after that fantastic one off the top rope. And now AJ to the far side. And now Perfect, with a huge back body drop to the outside. And that was a great move by Mr. Perfect, reclaiming the momentum of the match as AJ Styles just had a barrage of blows going to Mr. Perfect. And now Mr. Perfect about to pick up AJ Styles. What's he going to do to him here? And now Mr. Perfect got him on the ramp. A right hand and another one. And now, AJ blocking it though. AJ to the eyes there. And AJ Styles, look at this. What a move. Springboard backflip into a reverse DDT. We've never seen a move like that before in WCC.
Not at all, Greeny. This man, AJ Styles, is completely different.
And now Perfect goes over the top rope. Right in the middle of the WCC logo. And AJ Styles, he has not followed him back in. I think AJ Styles has something planned here. Oh man, I think AJ Styles here. And he's looking at the crowd. I think AJ Styles preparing to fly here. AJ Styles preparing to fly. And look at that! Springboard 450. 1, 2, and Mr. Perfect kicks out. What a move there by AJ Styles. Springboard 450. Unbelievable. And now AJ Styles picks up Mr. Perfect. And now looks like he's going to go for the Styles Clash. Styles Clash looking to finish it off. No. Mr. Perfect's got him up. And Mr. Perfect now, what's he going to do with him? And Alabama Slam to AJ Styles. What a move there by Mr. Perfect.
And there was no technical bias there. That was all brute force by Mr. Perfect. Sometimes that's got to be done, though.
And now Mr. Perfect picking back up AJ. You're absolutely right, Reddy. AJ Styles had everything going his way. Mr. Perfect now with a chop. And now another knife edge chop. And AJ Styles, you feel it right in the chest cavity. And now Mr. Perfect looks like he's got him in a front face lock here. And now he's gonna pick him up. It would seem, yes, he's picking him up. He's on the turnbuckle. Mr. Perfect looks like he's going for a superplex of some sort. Mr. Perfect's got, and AJ Styles holds on. AJ Styles though reversing now, and AJ sunset flip powerbomb. But look at this, he holds on. He holds on. Now AJ Styles going for the Styles Clash. AJ Styles going for the Styles Clash. And he nailed Mr. Perfect. He nailed him with the Styles Clash. And now for the cover. 1, 2, new champion, and no.
Mr. Perfect gets his hand on the rope, and AJ Styles, the Styles Clash has been beaten by Mr. Perfect. He rolled too far to the ropes for that pinning predicament. He may have even rolled the wrong way, and Mr. Perfect close enough to reach the ropes.
Unbelievable there, resiliency by Mr. Perfect. And now AJ Styles trying to regroup here, it would seem. And now AJ Styles got him to the ropes here to the far side again. And now Mr. Perfect inside cradle 2, and that was close. That was really close. And now Perfect rolls him up again. 1, we get 2, and no. Mr. Perfect though is back though with a burst of adrenaline. This is why he's the Intercontinental Champion. Reversal though by AJ. Shoulder tackle though. And Perfect now over the top he goes. And now Perfect. AJ misses with a clothesline. And now, AJ catches the drop kick now. And now AJ go for the Styles Clash again, and he nails him. He nails him with another Styles Clash. A second Styles Clash. He didn't go for the cover though. He's going to finish it here with the phenomenal forearm. He's going to finish him off with the phenomenal forearm. And he nailed him. Nailed him with the forearm. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. AJ Styles has won it. AJ Styles is the new Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. Unbelievable debut by the phenomenal one. Here's a replay here. You see Mr. Perfect was going for a drop kick. AJ caught that drop kick and reversed it right into a Styles Clash. But that was not enough for him. He knew that wasn't going to finish him off. So AJ went for the phenomenal forearm and managed to get the 3 count. Unbelievable showcase here by AJ Styles. He has shown that he is a worthy Intercontinental Champion in WCC. And as for a first match, he just defeated a former world champion. What a performance by AJ Styles, and I can only see bright things coming to the Phenomenal One in World Championship Claymations. AJ Styles victorious in stop motion assault. And there it is, folks. AJ Styles wins the Intercontinental Championship in his debut match. He looked very impressive, Greeny, against the former WCC World Champion. It'll be interesting to see how he does later in his career. Well, absolutely. And now it is time for match number 3. For the WCC Tag Team titles, it's the Brainbusters Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard versus the Doink Brothers. So this is going to be a very fun matchup, I can tell. We got the WCC Tag Team Championships on the line. And there's the music there of the Brainbusters, the inaugural WCC Tag Team Champions. They defeated the Allied Powers at our last event, Summer Superstars, to win those championships. I mean, these guys are, tag team specialists. We may have peaked already in our tag team division by having the Brainbusters be the champions. But I gotta tell you, if anyone's gonna stop them, they have to be a proficient tag team, because these guys definitely are. That's definitely the truth here. But I don't know about these guys here. The Doink Brothers, Doink Bra and Doink Bra Bra, it's a very weird pairing. I guess they got the cut. I don't know how they managed to sign a WCC contract. I don't know how we let these guys wrestle in our federation, but we'll see what they can do. I mean, you can never judge a book by its cover. So it seems like the original Doink's going to come in as Doink number 2 is going to wait on the apron. So the one with the straight hair is Doink number 2. Yeah, let's remember that. Let's remember that for the match. And now there's the tie-up here. And now Doink shoves back. Anderson, no. Doink in the corner now. Anderson, oh, man. Arm wringer into an elbow. Nicely done there. And Anderson again with another whip and an elbow. And that's a fast start here from Arn Anderson. And now Anderson grabbing Doink by the leg. And now he tags in Tully Blanchard. And now both of the Brainbusters are in. Now remember, fans, WCC rules. You can come in one time. Oh, DDT. You can come in one time to break a tag. Hang on, we got to cover 1, 2, and Doink kicks out. Yeah, so if your partner is in a precarious position, looks like he's about to be pinned, you can actually come in one time to break up the pinfall. If you do it a second time, you're disqualified. And now Tully Blanchard, inverted atomic drop there to Doink, and now, Anderson choking the first Doink in the corner here. And a rake to the eyes. And I tell you what, Doink number 1 has got nothing going in this matchup. Oh, man. As the Brainbusters are showing their tag team ability here to work as a team. And Doink number 1 in trouble, tagging in Anderson. Oh, look at this, though. Look at this. Twin magic. They made a legal tag. I don't think Anderson knows the fresh Doink is in, though. And that may be interesting here. What's Anderson going to think here? As the Doink number 2 is in now. Doink number 2, the fresh man. And now Doink, with an inside cradle, trying to steal it. And no! Arn Anderson manages to stand. The wigs come off. Doink rolls up him again. 1, 2. And Anderson kicks out again. And now Doink, with a knee. He's going to go for a suplex here. Doink number 2's wig has come off. It's absolute mayhem. And he can't get Arn Anderson up. And now Anderson reverses it into a suplex of his own. And I gotta say, the Brainbusters looking very good here against the Doink Brothers, as the two Doinks have not gotten any real offense done here. And wait a minute, hold on a sec. Anderson looking to the Titantron. What's going on the ramp? And now, look at this! Look at this, ready! Rick Rude is invoking his 24-hour claws. Oh no! A clothesline. And Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe. God, with a spine buster. Rick Rude, thumb to the eye. It's absolute mayhem here. And now Samoa Joe. Oh my God. Rick Rude was trying to take advantage of the 24-hour limit for the Impact Championship, but Samoa Joe just put that to an end. And Samoa Joe's still in the ring now, wants to fight Tully Blanchard now. And now Anderson rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, got him. Oh my God, Arn Anderson's the new Impact Champion. I don't believe it. He caught him with his feet on the ropes. Anderson's the new champion, but he's got to watch out. That 10-second time limit's up. It's Samoa Joe now with the Coquina clutch. Like you said, the 10-second time limit's up. That belt is up for grabs. And the Coquina clutch now, and Anderson taps out. And he taps out, and Samoa Joe reclaims the title. Samoa Joe reclaims the Impact title. Unbelievable. So Arn Anderson rolled up Samoa Joe and had a 15-second
Impact Championship reign. And now Samoa Joe is once again your Impact Champion. This means he's a 2-time champion in one night. Unbelievable. Samoa Joe got out of that lucky as he was just pounced by Rick Rude, but he stands tall.
And I tell you, that was quite a shock already. I bet you've never seen anything like that.
In all my years of WCC, I've never seen a match hijacked like that.
I mean, absolutely. I guess in any case, you could say that the tag team champions retain their belts via no contest.
But to be fair, Arn Anderson did add a 10-second Impact title reign to his resume.
Indeed he did, Reddy. But back to business, as Stop Motion Assault 2017 has only one match remaining, and it is the main event. WCC World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair will challenge a mystery opponent for his World Heavyweight Championship. So, let's go down to the ring and see who that mystery opponent is going to be. Alright, ready, this is it, the main event of Stop Motion Assault 2017.
This is exciting, I can't wait. It's been a long run, but here he comes, the World Champion.
The World Champion, Nature Boy, Ric Flair. He won that championship early on. Oh my goodness. He won that championship at Summer Superstars, defeating the Macho Man, Randy Savage. And he's styling and profiling all the way, getting some pyro for himself. Ric Flair is all ready. I don't think he cares who this mystery opponent's going to be. I'm sure in his mind, Ric Flair knows he's going to win.
Well, I mean, you could say that, but again, you never know. You never know who that mystery opponent's going to be.
We're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, making his return to WCC, it is Sting! Sting is back in WCC after getting destroyed by Big Van Vader about a year ago. We haven't seen Sting in WCC for a long time. And he's facing Ric Flair for the World Championship in his return match. Holy cow! Oh, look at this here, Reddy. Sting wants a handshake with him and the Nature Boy.
And it looks like, yeah, he's going to give it to him.
And these two gonna... Oh, no, Ric Flair. I think Ric Flair is going to regret that. Sting's going to make him pay. As Ric Flair doing a little bit of the too slow treatment with that handshake. Sting wants this to be a nice, clean fight. These guys know each other so well that it's just... Oh, my. These two know each other so well. They know exactly each other's moves. And now, oh, this is different, though. Ric Flair going for a test of strength with Sting. Usually it's the other way around. And now, oh, Flair with an elbow. And now Flair, arm wringer there. Oh, and a left hand. And now Flair, once again, and a knife-edge chop.
I don't think that phased Sting at all.
No, it didn't. And now Flair backing off into the corner. Oh, and a foot there by Flair. Good work. And now Flair to the far side. Reversal by Sting. And Sting, big back body drop there. Nicely done. And a clothesline by the Stinger. And again. And the Sting starting off this match quickly. A bit of wrestling here from Flair in the beginning. Didn't do much good. And now, whoa, look at this by the Stinger. A full press slam. He's been gone from WCC for a while. But he still has his strength. And Flair now. Clothesline over the top goes Flair. And Sting in control of this match early on.
And I gotta say, Sting looking like he hasn't missed a beat in WCC, as now he's taking control of the Nature Boy.
And Ric Flair in major, major trouble as now Sting picking up the Nature Boy. From the outside, Sting can do plenty of things to Ric Flair. Oh, Flair going to the eyes here. Oh, and right into the Titantron there. Ric Flair slamming Sting's head right into the corner of the Titantron. And now Flair, oh, hand cocked, oh, look at this. Oh, just pounding away, trying to open up the Stinger, it would seem. Oh, my God. Oh, jeez. Just a round of fists right to the face of the Stinger. And now, Flair, oh, my goodness, look at this. Look at the blood on Ric Flair's hand.
And I think, without a doubt, Sting has been busted open by getting hit in the face by the Titantron, right in the corner of the Titantron, and those barrage of blows by Ric Flair. I think Sting has been busted open.
And that is going to really hurt Sting, impede his vision. He's going to be lightheaded. Oh, knife-edge shot by Flair. And again, he's not letting up here on the Stinger. And Flair, snapmare. And now what are we going to see from the Nature Boy? Sting on the mat. Flair now going to the ropes, off the rope. Oh, and a knee drop, trying to open up Sting's forehead even more. You can even see it. Sting, a little bloody here as Ric Flair. Ric Flair going to try and pick up the Stinger here. Oh no, he's just going to revel in it. The early start by Sting just quelled by Ric Flair. We haven't gotten a good shot of the blood so far, but vertical suplex. The blood on Ric Flair's hand tells the story as to whether Sting has been cut open. We haven't gotten a good look at the Crimson Mask yet, though. We got to cover one. We got two. And Sting kicks out. And now, oh, look at this. Flair with his foot right on the throat of Sting, taking some wind out of the challenger. Unbelievable. And Ric Flair, we've seen a brutal side of Ric Flair we haven't seen before. I think he's just frustrated that Sting is just put up this much of a fight early on. And now Flair picking him up once more. And now to the far side, there's a reversal by Sting. Oh, and a kick there. And Flair, another one. And you got a good look at the Crimson Mask there. There it is, right there. Look at this. Look, his blonde hair's been tainted. We got to cover 1, 2, and Sting kicks out. You can see his blonde hair stained by his own blood. It happened when he went right into the corner of the Titantron. Flair opened it up even more with his barrage of punches. And now Flair looks like he's going for the figure 4. Yanking on that left leg. And Flair now, Sting! Oh, Sting reversed with a roll-up 1, a roll-up 2. Oh, and Flair kicks out. You saw Sting actually kicked Flair's head right into the turnbuckle. And I think, yes, Flair is bleeding now. Flair now has been busted open by the Stinger. Flair's head went right into that turnbuckle. Sting kicked him away from the figure 4. And now Flair's bleeding. Oh my, look at this. Both men getting color in this world title match. And I don't think Flair liked that one little bit. Look at this. Nothing but contempt for our challenger. Ric Flair picks up Sting. And Sting, wait a minute, inside cradle, wait a minute. And now, oh! Flair barely kicks out. Flair barely. Oh no. That's not going to do much good, Flair. As Sting no-selling that chop. And now Sting getting a second win here with the press slam. Sting now with a huge press slam. Oh my God, we may be moments away from a new world champion. And now Sting looks like he's going for the Scorpion. The Scorpion Deathlock, and he got it. He's got it in. He's got it in. And Ric Flair, oh, but Flair too close to the ropes. Manages to get it before Sting can do any damage. And that was good ring awareness by the Nature Boy. And Sting, he's got it. His vision must be blurred. Just all sorts of things because of that blood. And now Flair blocks the left hand. Oh, God, and a headbutt. A headbutt and both men down. Both men down. And I got to say, that headbutt, if they weren't already bleeding already, that's going to cut open some new gashes. Look at that. Blood dripping from Sting's forehead. I've never seen a match this brutal. Look at Flair again. He may have been cut open even further by that headbutt. And now Flair's back up, though. Blood dripping down his face onto his chest. I've never seen such a brutal matchup in WCC. And Flair now going over to Sting. And I don't know how Sting is still fighting right now. And now, oh God, Flair pounding away again. Similar to how he did earlier in the match. Just beating away at Sting's face. And Sting. And now Flair going for the cover 1. This should be all. 2. And Sting, oh my God, Sting makes the ropes again. Sting, just by instinct alone, makes the ropes once more. And I don't think Ric Flair expected that. But I gotta think Sting has nothing left here, though, Greeny. Sting has nothing left, and you'll see it right there. Figure 4 by Ric Flair, and I think this match is over. Sting, if he wasn't knocked out by those punches, the figure 4 is going to knock him out from the pain. As Sting, Flair's sitting back on it, but Sting hasn't moved at all. Sting has not moved at all in the slightest. And now, oh, his head just slumps down, and they're going to have to call this. They're going to have to call this. Sting is unconscious. And yes, they did. Ric Flair has retained the World Championship. Sting was knocked out from the punches. The figure 4 wasn't even necessary. Flair just needed to bring him to the center of the ring and cover him. But in any case, an absolute bloodbath, one of the most physical matches I've ever seen in WCC. Ric Flair retains his World Heavyweight Championship. Look at that crimson mask he has. And let's not forget Sting. Coming back to WCC, his first match in about a year and a half, and he put up this kind of a performance. And Ric Flair staring down his old rival. Oh my goodness, look at this. Ric Flair's going to give Sting his handshake. The handshake Flair did not give him earlier in the match. And it looks like Sting may have earned Ric Flair's respect. These guys are great contenders, and I absolutely think that's what happened. And look at this. Both men shaking hands after Ric Flair refused earlier in the match. He does give Sting his handshake. Two men, I gotta say, they must have tremendous amounts of respect for one another after that contest. And I gotta say, Ric Flair walks out a champion once again. Folks, we're out of time. We're running out of time. Thank you for joining us.